Right, as it is Easter, I thought what better way to spend it than backtesting some more of this strategy. So if you remember last time, we backtested February 2024. Today we're going to do March and see what the results bring for this. So let's start with today and see what kind of trades we get. So this is going to be our first trade on the 1st of March. So that's nice and easy. Now this would not be a valid one based off the new thing we're testing. But of course, this is why we're testing it, to see, you know, what kind of difference this makes. So we've been entered and that one is going to lose. So let's put that in. Like so. And go on to the next trading day. Let's carry on. So again, we've got our highs and lows. Let's see what breaks. And we do technically break it. However, we're going to have to be tagged in on the next candle. Otherwise, the trade is not valid. So let's see. Next candle, it does not tag us in. No trade for that day. We go to the next session. Let's see what happens this session. So we do break to the downside. And again, this one is also not valid. But the reason why I'm taking the non-valid ones is so I have the data for both. And then I can compare it essentially. That's kind of the reason why, because, you know, at the moment, it wouldn't obviously, you know, if I was just testing what did work, then I have nothing to compare it to with the new version. So that's why I'm testing both. So that again is a break. Now this one, we probably won't get an entry just because when candles move in such a sort of bullish way, typically it doesn't, you know, come back. As I said, it does come straight back. So what do I know, I guess. So we're in this trade here. We're floating about a K. We just mark it so that we're actually, you know, showing that we're in it. Obviously we have news later, but as I've, you know, done the whole time with backtesting is I've held through the news. And so that's what we're going to have to do. So let's see. And there we go. That hits TP, very close to being stopped out, but that does hit TP. So next session, we're up 1% on the session now. And let's see. So this is the 7th. So we've had actually quite a few trades so far this month, which is interesting because obviously the month before we didn't. So we do get a trade here. And this would be a valid one. So let's see if it wins. The last one was also valid. Okay, that one was quick. The last one was also valid as well. So that was a quick stop out, but I like that. I would rather be stopped out quickly than, you know, held in a position I didn't want to be in for a long period of time. So that's absolutely fine. And we have a long opportunity here. These ones never normally work with that much sort of momentum behind it, but we'll see. We need to adjust this. Like so. Even chances are we won't get entered here. Yeah, so it's already hit target, so we just have to go to the next session and see what happens. Now this is where it's at 6:45, so I need to remember to skip to 8. 5. Okay, this is 8 here, and there's no trade. Next session. Don't know why it's being so laggy today, but okay, we got no trade again. Next session. So we're on the 13th here. So that is not quite the time yet. Okay, this is the 8 o'clock here. and we do technically break structure, so we have to take this, even though this isn't valid with the new strategy that or edge that we're planning to implement, but we do have to take this. Okay, we're gonna have to just market execute here because we accidentally messed up the entry there, but that's fine, just so we have it as data, and that is gonna lose, so that's fine. And was that one valid in terms of no, so we keep it like that. Go to the next session and see what happens. So we need to wait for 8, which is there, and that's going to be no trade. And let's see, next candle, and again that is a break. Not a very good one, but it is a break, so we do need to take this. Again, not a valid trade because we haven't broken above this wick. As you kind of know the strategy, that's kind of what we're looking to do. So let's see, and that is going to lose, so make sure that we mark this on. It did not close above. Go to the next session. Now, in terms of other trade management, we don't really have any. We're just purely testing this wick close thing that we're doing. That's not a break of the low, and we have no trade, so we go to the next session. Very, very simple. Nothing too difficult. Again, no trade that day. We're looking for sort of breaks, clean breaks that we can then use to trade off. So that's the 8 o'clock there. And again, we don't get a trade there, so we go to the next session. And we're coming up to the end of the month now. See, 8 o'clock candle is here. I don't think we're going to get a trade again. Nope, no trade. Next session. So we're down 2% this month, but that's okay. Again, no trade. So March seems to be quite a tricky one for setups in terms of the amount that we're getting. So let's see. So that is a break there, and this is a valid one, so we would be taking this. And let's see how the trade plays out. We're tagged in and we lose, so make sure we mark that down. And this is a great thing, you get used to losing quite a lot with backtesting, as you kind of work out different ideas, different strategies, different testing, just to see, if there's something that there is to take. Now, this is probably going to be a long, so this is a long opportunity here. Again, market execute, save, and we'll see. And again, we do take a loss, so a bit of a rough month March has been. But at the end of the day, it matters what you make in a year, not in a month. So I'm not worried about that. So this is the 8 o'clock now. We do get a break to the upside, so we will be taking this. And again, this is valid. Again, we're going to take a loss. It's okay, but not being the best month here, but that's all right. That's all right. This is why I do these raw backtesting sessions, so you can kind of see, the winning and losing videos. Because literally, like the video before the last, we made profit. So, that I guess is good because it kind of gives you an idea of what our trading or what my style of trading looks like. So we are going to have a sell here. Whether or not it comes back to here, we will see. This would be a valid sell. So let's see. We've been tagged in and news has stopped us out. So let's mark that on. And it's looking like another losing month for us. So yeah, let's see what the stats say for March. Okay, so as you can see, although we lost using the new edge that we're trying, instead of losing 6% like we normally would, we would actually have only lost 2%. And using just, you know, the opposite of what we're trying to test, we would have lost minus 4%. So although we did lose, we saved 4% of loss or drawdown as opposed to what we currently have at the moment. Now, if I quickly do the cumulative, we'll be able to see the total difference for the year now. But then when you scale it out to over the years, you can see there's only a 1% difference in profit. So currently what we're seeing is, although we have more profit on the normal one so far for this year, we obviously have slightly less drawdown on the normal wick, or on the new wick return that we're testing. So it's only a 1% difference at the moment, 4% versus 3%, but that will obviously change depending on what we see. So that was April. Now, obviously, as a refresher from last year, there was a 6% in profit difference between the edge that we're testing and the normal one. So that turned out really well. But we're just going to see if 2024 gives similar results, or if not, then we know not to waste our time with it. So that's kind of the plan. But either way, I hope you found this video useful and insightful, and I will see you in the next one.